Hey everyone, it's your boy NinjaTrixta, and I'm back again for another reaction video right now. We've got Lost Soul Aside for PS5 and PC coming in 2025, and I've been following this game for literally 9+ years. I felt like I was in college when this was first announced, and this was one guy in China just making the game himself. This was his dream project. If you like Final Fantasy 15, the main character looks very much like Noctis, is very much inspired by the Final Fantasy series. And then, of course, if you love hack and slash games like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, that sort of thing, which is where I'm coming from. You know, we've seen this huge renaissance of third-person action games, and I gotta say, Stellar Blade earlier this year was one of my favorite games. Wukong was up there, but Stellar Blade, straight up, hands down, deeper mechanics, so polished. And Sony has also stepped in with PlayStation to actually assist this game, Lost Soul Aside, I want to say maybe from 4 or 5 years ago. So it went from being a one-person development, team, to being X amount of people, an actual studio, like an actual team of people. And then and this is my thing, if Sony is going to do the quality assurance check on it the same way they did with Stellar Blade, I have no doubt that it is going to look and play very, very beautifully. At least run beautifully. I think that was the thing with Stellar Blade. If you haven't played it, by the way, go play some Stellar Blade. Look, if you want to look, you can look, but I'm saying it's a great game. It's actually a good action game. So anyways, what we're going to do here is we're going to look at 3 different trailers. The first trailer from when it was first announced. This is on Homeboy's actual YouTube. It's in 720p. We ain't even got like a legit, it's not even, it's 720p. This trailer was from, hold on, let's take a look, 8 years ago. 8 years ago when this thing is in UE4. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, and then we're going to look all the way up to the current trailer. We're going to skip the gameplay trailer, but let's look at kind of the evolution of this game, at least through trailers. Here we go. Like, look at this, dude. I mean, we had Balatro, and we've had all these wonderful indie games, but rarely do you see indie games, like, people shooting for the moon in terms of production quality like this, Not to say that indie games are low production quality, but
this time
we don't get the 3D versions in the action genre often. That's what I gotta say.
The war ended 10 years ago, but now a new one has come between human and the unknown monsters.
Like, this is looking at, this is amazing in terms of where we're gonna go to, chat. This is why I'm saying, like, where we're gonna go to and where we came from with this game in terms of how it looks. The combat's already sick. Combat's already sick and flowing. Jeez. Like, how do they even do the animations for this? If anyone knows, like. Okay. So we got parries. We got parries already up in this mug. It kind of EX-like attacks. I mean, like, if you, like, I really feel like if you've been on that Stellar Blade, but no, if you've played any type of action, third-person action game, like, that combat looked good. It looked good. It looked good, considering this is, at this point, one dude. With a dream and with a vision. This is a little bit longer, so I do ask that you all, thanks for watching. Continue to this video isn't over. Don't worry, the video's not over. I'm just saying thanks for sticking with me on this little bit of a journey because I originally thought about making this video just a normal reaction video to the first, like, to just the newest trailer, and I was just like, you know what? No, I kind of want to go back and look at the rest of
Must we point our
where he's come
swords to
from,
each other?
where this game's come from.
You have your reason.
Now we are gonna check out part of the 18-minute gameplay, which I believe does come back to this character.
And I have mine.
We'll check and see how this fight, what it looks like. Yeah. Cinematic, like I love when something's cinematic in the middle of a fight, you know? It's not necessarily something that you have to press buttons to enjoy, but just a little bit of a pause to amp you up a little bit, you know? Instant. We got just dodges. So parries, just dodges. Obviously there's a guard in there too. I don't think we even got an update on that fight too. Like, I want to say we got an update on that fight too. Wow. I mean, I think he put the kitchen sink in this first trailer from 9 years ago. And you'll see as we kind of go forward, a lot of this continued, right? A lot of this stayed in there. It's not like it's not radically changed.
For saving the world.
Yeah, Noctis. No, I'm not Noctis.
For saving myself.
How much is that is like just him? It's not just about saving the world. It's about saving myself. When a lot of times when you make something, chat, like when you're making something, you are putting yourself in there, right? And I'm curious how much of himself was in that statement. Like, who knows what this game meant and means to this creator? And I don't know, like, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go forwards. All right, so now we're taking a look at that gameplay trailer, the 18-minute long one. But we're gonna look specifically for that fight with the main antagonist. Here we go.
教会已经下了通缉令，我猜你不会束手就擒。
Now this was shown around 4 years ago, and this is, remember, we saw this fight before, same environment.
不必，这个人不能死。
You can already see this is after he's gotten a team, so you can already see how much cleaner everything has become. Right, you're starting to see just the quality and the polish pop in there.
这一切都起源于你
Now look at the cinematic presentation. Same fight.
查出来。我要抓紧时间。
Fucking Virgil cuts up in this mug, man. Virgil cuts up in it. Great mobility. I love the weapon transformations that are going on. Smooth, so smooth, so smooth.
这种非人的力量，看来我找对人了。
非人，这个不适合你啊！
Bit rate will die on streams for everybody on this game. Jeez. I don't know when to stop. Chat, I don't know when to stop looking at this because it's actually it's holding me. It's holding me. But this is what we were looking at, right, chat? This is what we were looking at and what we were seeing. Dude shot for the moon.
我想给你一个机会，
I will say what is very refreshing is we're looking at this right here, and what we've had for a long time is we've had these Souls-likes, right? We've had these grand, flashy attacks and big, big fights, but they've all been with Souls-like mechanics. Think about Wukong, right? Even Stellar Blade to an extent. Stellar Blade is also a little bit of a Souls, it's a slowed down system of combat, even for a third-person action game. This is not slowed down. We're going full-on Devil May Cry Bayonetta style and giving us some deep mechanics with big presentation, which I think is a common thing we've seen out of China, is this presentation that's depicting like right here, just huge. Lots of things on the screen and portraying, and this is what I actually honestly like. Platinum Games does a thing where you fight stuff that's larger than life, big size. Think Nier Automata, think any of those games, Bayonetta, everything gets bigger. China's given us these action games that keeps it human size. A lot of times, even in Wukong, when you're fighting something, you can always take it in on the breadth of your screen. Like, you can always see all of it. And so, yeah, that's one thing I really do like about these games. Now, let's go to the next year. Okay, now we're in a new trailer. This is the announcement trailer for PS5. So now we've officially kind of gotten it. It's more like, at first we didn't know if this was going to be coming out on PC or not. It is coming out on PC, which is a step above Stellar Blade. It's a good thing. We even get a studio name, which has been around, but Multi-Zero Games. Keeping our Kingdom Hearts music up in this mug. But the effects got hype. Why the effects go up so much? Okay, we got better looking air combos in here too. All right, all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna loop this trailer while I talk for just a little bit. All I'm gonna say is really quickly, I think for this trailer, it's just amazing how much more polish we see now. I don't know, like this has been interesting for me, like I said, because we've seen it for the past 9 years, and how it's kind of grown and how it's just matured. The game itself, the mechanics, we're seeing the same combos but look flashier, have more effects attached to them, but also new animations, and then the fluidity of this game, just with not only the enemies having more diverse move sets, but I mean, this is, look, I'm just saying, you can look on the screen, you can see for yourself. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy, man. It's getting kind of crazy on it. So now, finally, that brings me to the last trailer, which is the most recent trailer, which is the trailer that came out like a couple days ago. Finally, let's watch it. All right, here we go. This is the last one. Still with the piano music, and who is this? Okay, we got a girl now. Got a female character in the game. Stop with the Virgil cuts on these things. Okay, and it looks like she's like assisting us too, with her hand on her hips as we cuddle under the night sky. So yeah, this is the confirmation that it's coming to PS5 and PC. Go ahead and wishlist it now. I've talked about this before, but wishlisting a game is a great way to not only show the devs how much love that's out there, but it also lets those publishing companies know that, hey, this is how many people are looking forward to the game. It also promotes the game through Steam. The more people wishlisting it, the more that it is promoted on like Steam's store page. So go ahead, go and wishlist the game. This time we're seeing more of an like ice environment. Before we saw, I would say more of a just normal open environment but that had fire in it. And now we have ice. We've got ice, lightning, fire. Those are the elements we've seen so far. The enemy is using kind of a gold element of sorts. And then assumingly he has something that's very similar to his little puppy dragon thing following him around. It's just the opposite element, right? I don't know, like, let me know what you all think about this game, because I think it's just been a beautiful time in the industry so far in terms of seeing games from other countries for the past couple of years, not only just on this large scale or action adventure game, but even, you know, little smaller indie games. I think it's just a great thing to see different games from different cultures, to see different visuals that we haven't seen before. That was one of the best things that I loved about Wukong, was just the ability to see culture, to see another view, another viewpoint that's different than what we've always seen. So from the designs and everything like that, like I said, I'm looking forward to this game. It is, hopefully it's like my Lies of P, it's like my Stellar Blade. Korea popped off, China's starting to pop off, and then of course, you know, we'll eventually get back around to, and Japan has been popping off too. But eventually we'll get around to some American studios or some Western studios popping off too. We've had some great stuff in the video game awards. In the video game awards that were announced, I did make a video on that, so go ahead, check that out on the channel. And also, yeah, if you like this video, if you want to see more of this type of video where I'm just kind of like talking about some games and just chilling, let me know. And then of course, leave a comment and like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. I'll check y'all later. I do stream on Twitch, so you can check out the Twitch streams, or in the future, I'll be on YouTube too. All right, see y'all later. Tricks out. Peace.